Hey, I'm Sheldon with TigerTough, and today I'm going to show you how to install these seat covers on the Toyota Tundra. The first thing you need to do before you start putting the covers on is slide the seat as far forward as it goes. I've already done that here, and the reason you do that is it just makes it a lot easier to work on. Second thing is to pull the headrest off, and there's just one button right here, and we'll just push that in and slide the headrest out. After that, just raise the seat as high as it can go. The first piece you're going to put on is the seat back cover, and you're going to want to make sure that you've got the right side for whichever seat you're working on. Since we're working on the drivers, I've got the one that has got the driver tag on it, and then you'll also want to make sure that the TigerTough tag and the airbag tag are facing the door. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure all of my Velcros are undone, and then I'm going to turn the cover most of the way inside out. This is going to make it way easier to put on. So now I've just got it pulled down tight against the top of the seat, and the next thing I'm going to do is work the holes on the top of the cover around the plastic headrest trim. And just stretch it around just like that. Now with that on and everything pulled tight and lined up here, we can just start to unroll the cover down over the seat. The next thing you need to do is release this flap right here. This just hides the seam in the back of the seat, makes it look nice, and your cover is going to have that built into it. So to do that, there's two elastic straps that are hooked underneath the seat, and you just need to reach up here and release them. There's one and two. Now we're gonna fold this up and tuck it inside the cover just to get it up out of the way. Take these front flaps now and push them between the seat back and the seat bottom. They'll wrap around and fasten on the back of the cover. So we're just going to push them through like this. Before you pull these flaps tight, just make sure that you've got them on either side of these wires here. So the little flap is on the outside and the big flap is on the inside, and that'll just help everything pull tight and look better from the front. So I'm going to start with this little flap here, and I'm just going to pull that as tight as I can get it. And the tighter you pull it, the better your cover's going to look. And then I just stuck it up here, and we'll do the same with this big flap. There we go. Now we put the bottom cover on. Starting with the bottom, we're going to do the same as we started with the back and make sure that the tag on it matches the seat you're working on, which this one does. So we'll put it over the seat, just like this, just to get it to kind of take the shape of the seat. And then I'm going to take this string here on the inside, and I'm just going to push it down in here, and we'll deal with that later. I'm going to do the same with these flaps here. Just going to push them out the back, and then we'll deal with them in a minute. There we go. Now I'm going to take the string that is on the outside of the seat here, and it is going to go right in here between the seat cushion and the frame. So we'll slide it right down in there like that. And then I'll reach under the seat and pull it through. Don't run it down around here. It'll look bad and the cover won't fit well. If you take the time to run it down in there, that's how you're going to get the really good fit. Next thing we're going to do is take this part of the cover here, just pull it tight and tuck it inside this plastic trim. like that. Off camera, I ran these two strings to the back of the seat where you can see them. To do that, you just reach up underneath the seat where till you can feel the string and pull it through. You just want to make sure that it's over top of these rails that the seat runs on. And then pull them tight, both sides, as tight as you can get them, and that just kind of cinches the cover down over the seat and helps you get that really good tight fit. And then we're going to use the string lock to actually lock the strings together. And to do that, we just run the string in one end and pull it through. I'm just going to pull it all the way off to one side like that. And then we'll do the same on this side. Once it comes through, just pull it tight and clip it together. And you want it to be nice and tight under there because that's what keeps your seat from shifting. Finish putting the bottom cover on. We're going to run it, the front flaps, underneath the seat. And when you're running them under the seat, they have to go tight against the seat bottom. If you try to run them underneath these wires, you won't have enough to connect all the way in the back. So make sure it's as tight to the seat bottom as you can get it. And that goes for all three flaps. We've got all three of these flaps pulled through where we can reach them. And now starting on the outside two, we're just going to pull them from the front or the top, nice and tight. And you'll take the bottom one, pull that tight, and stick them together. So we'll pull this one, and then we pull this one up to meet it. And then we'll do the center one last. There we go. And then this flap on the back just goes down like that to make it look nice. The last thing that you need to do before you're finished is to put the headrest back on and cover it. So to put the headrest on, you just line it up and slide it down until it clicks. It's that simple. The headrest cover goes on like this with the long tail down the front. And then we'll just hook it over to the headrest and twist it side to side as you pull it down, and it'll line right up. Once everything is lined up and looks good, you just run this flap underneath the headrest and tuck it up inside where the Velcro will stick together, and that's it. There we go, finished.